Hey, I want to do a video on my fan install. This is this is gonna be video number 2. So I was searching around online and what to do. I didn't want just the flat black, and come across a video of someone using or recommending this deco art americanna decor cream wax, which basically you would put your finger in that, and let's see if the camera will pick this up. This is called Pearl X Antique Bronze 660. Okay, and these are bronze flakes, really fine powder, bronze powder, right? So you dip your finger in here, dip your finger, make sure it's not dripping, put some on your finger and smear it all over your fingers, right? And then what you can do, I painted this medallion flat black with Rust-Oleum all-purpose paint, and then came back in using the bronze finish here and rubbed that in over the top of the black. Now obviously you don't want to use a brush or anything, because you're trying to give a 3D effect, right? So I want to get this to match that fan fairly well, okay? And this is how it came out. So it didn't turn out too bad, I don't think. I mean, for 10 minutes worth of work in applying that, I also did it for the hanging light fixtures. Not bad. I'm kind of impressed. So that this wax dries fairly quickly, so you have to move quickly. And the idea is it's going to give it a look as if it were aged, and you've lightly polished it as best you could. That's the idea, right? So if you get brass and it tarnishes, right, tarnished brass, and you were to polish this, let's say this was brass, and you took some Brasso, for instance, and you put on a rag and you went over the top, you would only really polish the surfaces that were in touch with the polishing compound in the rag, right? That's the idea. So when you look at this, that's what you're trying to achieve. So you have to think in reverse, okay? So you're trying to apply this mixture of wax and bronze flake dust on the top surfaces, and you can work a little bit, like I worked a little bit down in here, to kind of make it look like this was an attempt at polishing this, see? And that's the idea, right? Come out really cool. I like it. So I figured I'd share that with everybody, and maybe that'll help some people out. I really like how this is real flake. I really like it. So you hit it in a certain light, you can see it sparkles a little bit. Not stupid sparkle, right? Not fishing lure sparkle, but you catch it here and there. It's really nice. This is how my little spacer turned out, right? I kind of figured when I spray painted it there'd be a reaction between the toluene or benzene or whatever the hell's in the paint, right? And I said, that's probably going to eat into the foam a little bit. And then it did. And I was looking at it, and this is what started this whole ordeal. I was like, I ruined my spacer. It's all looking like a piece of lava. And then my artsy mind kicked in. I said, okay, it looks like a piece of lava. That's what the paint did to it, right? I said, what can I do to this? What can I do to this to solve that issue? So I got to get this side. This is going to be the downward facing side. Let's see, I was in a hurry and I didn't do that side. So actually, let me show you how it's done. Okay, so bear with me. I have to find a cameraman. Hey, cameraman. I need 3 minutes. Come on. Don't be smart. I'm on live here recording.
Don't call him camera.
Okay, just point the camera. Come here. Okay, now come on over here. Look through the camera. Okay, let's show these people, because I forgot to do the bottom side. Let's show these people how this is done. Okay, so, hey, can you pay attention for a minute?
I am hungry.
So we're gonna put this here. Take this. Man, I just cleaned all this stuff off my hand. Okay, so you're gonna take, you put a little bit on your finger. You're gonna rub this together, okay? 3 fingers. And you don't want to get it into glass. Drop this in the middle. See, I've got some on my fingers. Now watch. You gotta kind of mix it up. Right? Okay, now mix it in. I'm trying to get a layer just on the top surface, right? This is the idea. So that it's the same effect. This is going to look tarnished. And if this actually were tarnished brass, let's say, and it was pitted and tarnished and old, and I'm trying to polish it with, let's say, brass, so this is kind of about all you could accomplish if you were trying to polish this by hand. So we're going to work that into the surface, but not into the pores. That's why you don't use a brush, okay? And work that in just the surface. Don't push too hard, or you're going to force it down into the pores, which we don't want, because we want a 3D effect, right? So we're going to go a little more wax here. This dries pretty quick, so you kind of got to move quick. Let's see how this turns out. Okay, make sure I don't miss anything. Especially right in here. Now some of the wax will get down in the pores. That is no big deal. And try and blend in the edges, right? Because they're going to look awkward. More will build up on the edges. We're trying to blend that in. So you don't want the edges to look too bad. This is also sealing up the paint that didn't quite fully cure, that was in the foam. This wax sealed it up until it's fully cured. So there you have it. So this will be up on the ceiling like that. Actually sits in here and then sits in the medallion. This will be facing down. And when that wax cures, you won't see the white. And how does that look, Bubba? Does that look good? I think we got it looking okay, right? It's like an old piece of bronze or brass. Okay, let that cure. You want to wash your hands right away. Get this stuff off of you. Get your workspace clean. There you have it. So you do one final approach with the camera on this stuff, Bubba. And then cut the video. Do another approach on the camera. Cut the video.
No.